Hello, everyone. So we've prepared two parts of our project like we want. So now it's time to prepare the features section. So when we look at this section, we can see that there are icons, title sections, and paragraphs. Also, this section consists of a row and columns. So that means that we're going to use grid features. So we haven't added icons to our project before, and we haven't really talked about how to add them so far. So let's first talk about how to include these icons, and then we can get to encoding. All right, so first let's add the icons to our project, and I'll just use the Font Awesome library, which is a CSS library. It contains many icons. So in other words, Font Awesome is truly awesome, but it's also an open source library that facilitates our work, just like Bootstrap, and it enables us to use these icons ready-made. So I'll just open up the fontawesome.com page, and as you can see, version 6 will come with some innovations. But here we're going to continue with version 5. So now I'll just click on these icons options as we see. Thousands of icons sorted. So I'll click the free option to use it for free, and I'm just pressing on the one icon. And as you can see on the page, there are a few examples of the design, dimension, and usage of the icon. So it gives us the codes of the icon when we press here to use it. However, before we add this code to our project, we should add the Font Awesome library to our project. Just like Bootstrap, we can add it via CDN or download the Font Awesome library onto our computer. So I'm just going to use it again via CDN. I'll click on Start Free. Of course, you can use a pro membership if you have one, or if you want to get the, just more benefits from Font Awesome here. But the free part's going to be enough for us, so I'll leave that up to you. But indeed, an email address is requested on this page, and the verification code is sent to the email when we write and send it. All right, so now I'm going to get the font kit that I'm going to include in our project. Now, we already have this kit with the membership. So now I've done these things, and now I can just copy the kit here. So I'll paste the code under CSS links in our HTML file. And now Font Awesome is included in our project. So now we can include the icon code that we want. All right, so if you want to use it from your computer and not via CDN, you'll be downloading the download link here. And here you can just use the URL on your computer. And yeah, whatever you do, the Font Awesome library is now ready to use. All right, so now we can start preparing our feature section. So when we look here, there are icons, and at the bottom, there are head and paragraph. So we also consider this place as consisting of one row and 3 columns. So we can start writing the code in our HTML file. So I'll start with the section tag and write features ID. And now I'm adding a container with a div tag. I'll add another div for the row and write row class. And now by adding a new div tag in this div, then I'll also be able to add the first icon. So I'll go to the Font Awesome site for this, and I'll just copy the icon address that I'm going to use. And then I can paste it into the HTML file. All right, so our icon is ready. So now I'll add a header with H3 and add one paragraph. And then likewise, I can add other columns. So I'm editing icon codes and title sections. Now, of course, you can use different icons if you want to. But let's just see what have I done after adding these fields. So, as we can see, icons, title, and paragraph are added. Now, the view, though, that's not exactly what we want, huh? So, we can make some adjustments. So now I want to have a responsive view in this section. What do? When we talked about the grid system, we talked about a line consisting of 12 fields, you remember? So since there are 3 columns here, if we use the call MD4 class, these columns will line up on a screen smaller than tablet size. And on bigger screens, they're going to be next to each other. Yeah, I think that looks a whole lot better to use the medium class right here for this design. And sure enough, when we minimize the screen, the columns come down, and when we enlarge the screen, we can see them side by side. Very cool. So what we have done is we've prepared the HTML code and Bootstrap features for the features section. All right, so in the next lesson, we're going to continue on. All right, see you then.